You know what? You know what twins are? Are two.
Yeah.
We have a little twin podcast. Twin topics. Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast. I am Spencer Cartier.
And I am V.
And this here's Frank. He was out chopping wood today.
Yeah.
Looking a little lumberjack.
Pennsylvania man.
You know what he kind of looks like? He kind of looks like Brawny.
He does, the
You know
paper towel.
Paper towels. But hey, it is Wednesday, our first podcast of the week. Our favorite podcast.
We're back.
It's our top 3 favorite podcasts of the week is One Word Wednesday.
One Word Wednesday is wonderful.
Yep. We had a little bit of a weekend plus some hiatus, as we always do, accompanied by a meme review, which is always nice. If you didn't see it already, go and check it out. Have a laugh. It's not all serious. It's not all business around here.
No.
It's rarely ever business, really.
There's enough of that.
There's enough of that in the world. You know, it's business all day. Party all Croak and Crow podcast.
The mullet of podcasts.
Yeah, really. You know, you hear religious podcasts, you immediately think,
Yeah.
it's going to be all business. They're going to be quoting scripture. Now, we're the mullets of spirituality. Business up front, spirituality podcast. Party in the back for those who get to know us. But
Ain't no party like a Cartier party.
Croak and Crow party.
Let's try it again. It's too long though. It won't match, will it?
What?
If I say Croak and Crow.
Nah, don't even worry about it. I'm going to leave that in too, so that you look dumb. But, yeah. So has anything exciting happened since our last
it's
podcast?
Wednesday, so, my wheels are slow on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not until
Got
Friday.
my coffee to wake me up.
Yeah, it's not until Friday that the fun starts. And Sunday is out of control.
And then it goes, it's like a circle.
Yeah.
Or not a circle, like a
roller coaster.
A roller coaster, that's the word.
So, but no, I'll try to rev up.
Vroom vroom.
The devil is walking the earth a lot at this time.
Okay, you know what? What's our podcast about?
One Word Wednesday.
Is it that important what it is?
It's twins.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going to hijack it.
Oh, go ahead.
And we talk a lot about the devil.
Mm-hmm.
We sprinkle it in there.
Yeah.
You know we do. But the devil is a controversial topic in Christianity. And so when like we always voice our opinions on a lot of things. Oh, this is symbolic. This isn't yada dee da do. And these people are wondering like, oh, am I laughing with them? Am I laughing at the idea of the devil? Or wait, are they being serious?
Right.
But
We can do whatever you want. We can kill the twins today, or we can just do the twins as an opener and then and then talk about the devil.
you know what? You know what twins are two.
Yeah.
We'll have a little twin podcast. Twin topics. Ooh.
Oh.
Way to spin it like that. We'll be talking about twins and the devil, and I have twin brothers, so believe me, I know about the two.
I thought twins. I have twins. Your brothers are my twins.
We have subscribers. Who are twins.
Subscribers.
One of our favorite subscribers.
Yeah. Trishon and LeSean from New Orleans. They're identical twins. My twins are fraternal.
I like when people name twins according to
Yeah.
like my brothers are Pierce and Preston. You get that alliteration.
Right.
And Trishon and LeSean.
Yeah.
You get that similar. I like it. Kudos to all the parents who are named. If you name your two twins, Charlie and Beckett, it's like, well, you wasted a golden opportunity to name your kids,
Well, you always call people Charlie.
One time now.
Okay.
And his mom's like, Charlie, why are you not wearing your button up? You love wearing that button up.
Right.
I wear hoodies now, Mom. Leave me alone.
Okay.
You wouldn't get it. And she's like,
Spencer.
but I always
Just going.
I always love the way you dress, Charlie. You always look so good. You love it. You love looking like Mom. This is me now. And also, I'm not Charlie anymore. I'm C. Harley. Okay?
Did you notice that?
Yeah. It's like it's because it's my cliche name.
Yeah.
Like John has been overused. I don't use John.
Right.
It's Charlie.
And your middle name is Thomas. And Thomas, even though the other twin, I don't think ever appeared in the Bible, he was a twin.
I did not know that. I probably know it at a time.
Yeah. There's something about, I don't know how they referenced it in the Bible that he was a twin, but Thomas was a twin. But then,
I thought Thomas was a tank engine. Who said Wednesdays can be fun?
Yeah, there's famous twins. Of course, those little babies from Full House, who are now
that's
women.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
And Ashley
Olsen.
And I knew twin. You are way too young, but the Nelson twins were a heavy metal group, I guess in the 90s. These two guys with long blonde hair, and anyway, but I don't really know other twins. I know brothers and sisters, but
yeah, no,
the Wonder Twins, Twin Powers Unite.
Twin Powers Unite. Yeah.
But in the Bible, you have Esau and Jacob, who are twins.
Yes,
and we talked about them before. Jacob stole.
I didn't know they were twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
That makes more sense and makes the story make a lot of more
right.
sense.
So Isaac is the father, and he has twins, Esau and Jacob.
Yes.
Esau's older. Esau gets the birthright.
Yes.
Jacob and his mother steal the birthright from Esau.
It's a shame.
It's a shame, but it's not.
It's not.
Because further down in the Bible, actually, so Jacob is the twin that steals the birthright.
Yes.
He ends up having, his son Judah, he has twins.
Okay.
Interestingly, because they say twins skip a generation.
Yes, they do.
My grandmother had twins.
And you had twins.
My dad did not. And I had twins. So in this Bible story, it skips the generation. And guess what? The second set of twins that were born, that Jacob was the grandfather to, when the first twin, this is the story in the Bible. Okay? The twin number one stuck his arm out. He was almost being born. So the midwife tied a red string around the baby's arm because she wanted to know who was first, because firstborn birthright is very important.
Yes.
At that time. Guess what? He pulls his hand back in and the next baby gets born.
That gets a little confusing.
Yeah. But isn't it weird that it's not weird, actually. It's probably super symbolic and why it was meant to be, but
yeah, it's
Jacob.
Now, if this was like the rules of the Tour de France, it would have been a photo finish and he got even just the tip of his forehead over the line. So, it was all about birthright and who deserves what. Who deserves what. And the best way to really show that, because there's a lot of stories about who deserves what. The prodigal son. Yeah. The older son is mad because the younger son gets favored, and always who deserves what. Paul, we always talk about Paul. Paul writes letters around town. He's just going out handing around pamphlets. He's way after everything has happened, and he's trying to continue to teach people and to remind people what has gone on. Yes, correct. So Paul wrote an interesting letter to the Romans about twins, and the reason he wrote it was to say that people think they deserve certain things, and only God decides what you deserve. Okay. So the twins are kind of used as to illustrate that. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's interesting, Twins, they're weird, right? Like two babies born at the same time, same situation. But it does, I feel like it does show the difference. It does show the difference in soul, Like if you're just thinking of it as we're just people, we're just biological replicas of our parents, then you get these twins, which is like two of especially identical twins. Right. They're born and they're the same person, but they're not, because no matter what your vessel is, your flesh vessel, as the kids say, right, is it's really about what's inside the soul. And so in those Bible stories, it's like, listen, your flesh doesn't mean much.
That's exactly what the letter that Paul wrote to the Romans says. And it talks about when we are children of the living God. It doesn't matter if Jewish people feel that if they descended as the chosen people, or if there is a line of Jesus that they trace, so it would
still down.
No, I'm saying
or before him,
David.
Joseph was a descendant down from David, was a descendant down from all the way to Abraham.
And this letter from Paul talks about what you just said, that he talks a lot about clay pots and the potter, but it doesn't matter, because also you'll see in the Bible a lot of adoption where people adopt and then give them the birthright. So it really...
Yeah. Well, what's the story? Is that Joseph? When he goes to Egypt?
The one in the basket?
No. The one where his brothers...
Joseph, yeah. With the coat of many colors.
But just like the whole Bible story, it was like where he got, he rose up in the ranks to then end up switching, help his family, yada, yada. It's like he never belonged to that family. Interestingly... But he was destined.
Joseph had twins.
There's something about twins, man.
Joseph had twins. I'm never going to get the names right. Manasseh, I think, was one of them. But Joseph had twins, and Jacob adopted. So they're his grandchildren. Mm-hmm. He adopted them to give them birthright, and he overpassed, because didn't he have a ton of sons, Jacob?
Yeah.
He overpassed them and adopted Joseph, because Joseph was his favorite.
Yeah.
He made a lot of people angry, but it just shows you it's not all about
lineage.
Blood.
It's not all about blood. You know what they say? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
Yeah. So twins do have a special, I'm not going to discount that they have a special connection. The twins in the Bible kind of hated each other, but...
But I think that's also, once again, it's the same thing. It sort of is just tearing away the idea of what makes you different is physical, is earthly. And so when you get two people and then you realize, because it's like, oh, you're different than me, so I'm going to agree to disagree with you. But when it's like, we're the same person on earthly bounds, that can cause a lot of stuff when it's like you have different views. And it's like,
right.
I hate that you, why are you liked more than me? By God, by our parents, by anyone. We should be the same person. It's like, guess what? It's not about the way you look. It's not about how you were born. It's about what's inside.
That's exactly the Bible story.
Yeah, no big deal.
When
Should I start writing?
When Rebecca was pregnant with the twins, Jacob and Esau, they were fighting in her womb. Mm-hmm. Really, she was so uncomfortable. And she was saying, why is this happening? And God said, because they're going to be at odds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to favor one over the other.
Just
to let you know.
Yeah, that's funny. I wish a dad would do that. Like a dad just says it to his wife when she's having twins.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Elizabeth, I'm going to like one of the babies better than the other.
But when they were born, the parents did have favorites. So Rebecca liked
that's all that matters.
Jacob better. And
parents can have favorites as long as they spread the wealth around. I think. I don't know. Is that bad psychology for baby training?
So that's physical twins. Physically, genetically, either the egg split and you have identicals, or you just have two babies that formed at the same time. Physical twins born. Do you believe in twin spirits? People say they meet someone and they're like, that's my twin spirit,
I'm not going to make a concrete statement saying I don't believe in it. Do I really give it much credibility? Also, no.
No.
Because my biggest thing with when people say even soulmates, sorry, this might be a podcast in itself, but is putting too much of I belong with someone, yada yada. When I think we're on Earth And there's so many experiences and people that we can get so close to. And to limit yourself with, well, it's like, no, there's one person for me. It's like,
right.
I think we're made to be compatible. We're made to find, and obviously there's going to be people on very different sides where it's like, you're really not compatible. You're very compatible.
Right.
But I'm not going to limit it. You can find someone and they're like, you can say it's easy. Oh, wow, we must be twin spirits because we're so alike. Right. Yada, yada. But I think you could, in a world of 7 billion people, I think somewhere over in Ethiopia, you have another twin spirit you'll just never meet. So the fact that you met someone who's even close, heck yeah, rock on.
Yeah, the twin thing in our family was kind of diluted because you were born 16 months after the twins.
The prodigal son. And I think God said he favored me.
Yeah, you got the birthright.
I take it back.
But so there's 3 of you that kept changing position of
favorite.
Like, no, like these 2 would want to be compatible in this department.
Yeah.
And these 2. Yeah. So even though you weren't even part of the twin, but I mean, they're fraternal, but do you feel lucky when you get the double yolk in your in your egg?
What does that mean?
What?
Oh, like in actual, I thought you were saying like some kind of metaphor.
No.
And I'm like,
no.
No, it kind of grosses me out.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm like borderline like ready to stop eating meat, you know, so once I start seeing some biological deformalities,
deformalities, that's 2 words in one there.
I don't know. As soon as I see some biological abnormalities.
Deformity or abnormality?
As soon as I see some biological abnormalities, I remember this wasn't made in a kitchen. This egg wasn't
the egg factory
manufactured by, Kraft.
Well, so, people think a double yolk is good luck.
Yeah, people think everything's good luck and bad luck.
Yeah, if you get bird poop.
A real man makes his own good
bird
luck.
Bird poop on your head is good luck, or if it rains
I did that in the wrong emphasis.
Rains on your wedding.
A real man makes his own good luck.
All life is a game of luck.
A real man makes his own luck, Archie.
Titanic.
Real men eat double yolked quiche.
All right. Well, hey, it's the Twin Podcast Gemini season. What's up, gang?
It's not yet, but it will be.
I don't know when Gemini season is.
June.
So let's derail
May,
the conversation.
June. So you're in May, but you're not a Gemini.
Taurus gang, stand up, horns up.
It's Pisces season, and
we're looking past Pisces
no,
season.
No, I'm saying the 2. Wait, is it? No, I think we moved out into Aries.
It's over. Bye, Pisces season.
Hi, Aries. Anyway, so twin podcast means we need a twin topic, and the twin topic is you need a graphic.
Smash that like button and subscribe right now.
Lucifer. I don't want to keep calling
Damien,
out. You might just
know.
see a portal open up behind us.
Yeah. Oh my God, Frank.
Yeah, he just gets sucked in. Or Frank just like his head starts spinning around.
Okay, so what I was thinking about the devil was that there are people who call the devil and have devil circles. We have a lot of woods, Blair Witch Project type situation in Pennsylvania. And people go out there and they'll meet and they'll have their
they dance with the devil.
They dance and they have the chicken and the bones and the I don't know what else because I haven't been there, but they find the remnants, Barbie dolls pop their heads off. And I thought to myself, I think a better way to call the devil, if you're so inclined, is to spread the word of God. Because when you're dancing around and saying yay to the devil and he's our friend and he could care less. Good. I'm glad you're my fan.
Yeah.
But he comes after the ones who are.
Yeah. What's the better way to get a bunch of
switching teams?
What's the better way to get a bunch of bloods on you? Is it to wear red in Brooklyn? You might see one person, they might not even look at you, or wear blue.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Hold on, where are you from?" They'll start making some calls and say, "Hey, I see this fool named
kill
Spencer
or convert." Mm-hmm.
Walking around wearing the wrong colors.
Now, what I just said,
we're going too far.
What I just said, right? It might dissuade people from being to God. Like, wait, I'm going to be with God, and then I'm going to become a target of the devil.
Yeah, gang. Like, throw up your G's. God Squad. No,
I like it.
Okay, first of all, we're gonna. No, you know what? Stay till the end to see why you should still follow the word of God. But I went to Brenathan, the new church. They don't believe in the devil, and I think there's other Christianities who they just don't really think of it. It's like, okay, we know there's evil, but so let's first talk about what is the devil. Is there a bunch of mini demons? Is there just one Lucifer? Is it even real? Is it symbolic? These are the questions I need to know because I don't even know if I know.
Well, I know all about it. The devil was an angel.
Oh, yeah, the story.
God formed all the angels. Strong, like think of Michael in his warrior.
Like sort of like
situation.
Me, my build.
Right, a bunch of Spencers. With swords and laser beams and muscles. And
They have if they have laser beams, why do they need swords?
it's just like kind of menacing, you
Yeah,
know?
that's true. Laser swords, lightsabers.
Yeah.
We're describing Star Wars.
And then Lucifer, this favorite angel, strong and powerful and a lot of potential for good, decided he wanted to break off and didn't want to listen to God and didn't like God's plan and didn't like us.
God's plan.
Didn't like us and kind of felt super insulted that he would have anything to do with protecting us or supporting us or celebrating us. Mm-hmm. So he said, I'm leaving and I'm going to go destroy what you've built because it was such an insult to me.
Was that what happened?
Yeah. I think.
I thought it was just he questioned God's authority over himself.
Himself?
Like he was like questioning in the power dynamics, and he said like, "Why?" I thought it was like sort of a "Why are you in charge?" It
wasn't so much that he was fine for God to be in charge and for him to be part of the beautiful angelic army, and for them to be higher powers. It all turned sour when God said, "And these are my children, and these children are favored." Once again, the twins, Esau and Jacob. So just like Esau and Jacob, the angels came first, and they should get all the respect. They should be sitting at the right hand of the Father. They should be, the only ones that are important. We came second. We were younger and smaller, and Lucifer didn't like that. So he said, I'm not accepting this at all. And so he rebelled. He had some people come with him, had some angels come with him.
Yo, we're out, boys.
And as the story goes, the angels were made to be indestructible. So therefore God didn't destroy him, but he bound him, chained him, and sent him down to earth. Some people say further into the pits of hell.
Now, is this biblical?
Biblical, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So we said that the Noah story is symbolic.
Right.
Is this story symbolic?
Lean not on your own understanding. Because if we are to...
That's just your favorite thing to go
It is because even speaking of twins, Trishawn asked on a comment, so the rainbow specifically means that God will never drown the world again, So if someone were to comment today, they'll say, oh, so it specifically means that the devil, everything I just said, it's you have to ice skate over everything that we're saying, I feel. Because you could just you can't take one step. Yeah. If you're like, wait, where is hell? Wait, why couldn't God kill him? Wait, the fact that I believe and the way that I act and the way I've seen the devil in my life is that he does exist on earth. Mm-hmm. I gave a scary little, remember one of the podcasts, I was like, he's in charge of the earth. And you were like, what are you talking about? These are what I feel. Yeah. Everybody should figure out what they feel. But I do see the devil as a threatening presence on the earth only. And I feel that his weapons are not to stab me with a laser beam or a sword, but to use me against myself. Mm-hmm. And I feel that he uses memories. Mm. These people, you see so many posts on Instagram, people say, when you lay in bed and you just start thinking about things you regret or things you're embarrassed about or whatever. God always says the past is the past. It's over. Worry about the present. You know, I feel the devil is what says, oh no, let's talk about what you did. Yeah. And let's talk about how you were. And let's talk about,
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I believe in the devil, but in the same sort of not abstract, that sounds wrong. In the same sort of way I believe in God on earth, where, I don't, when I pray for things, I believe the reason you're asked, the reason you're told to ask and you shall receive is because what God created for us in a balanced world of order is systems that we don't understand. Right. And that's what brings in law of attraction. It's all these prayers through God that he orchestrated. And so with that said, I think whatever you want to call it, evil, demons in your life, the devil himself, also because it's a balanced world, has that kind of systems in place and in control over our earthly self. It's sort of like spiritual versus earthly, and so you can get into these real dark earthly places, and I think hey, they're like the good has a counter and it's a bad, and balance. Yeah, that's the problem. Like once again, it's the problem with a balanced world that we live in is it gives us freedom of choice throughout everything, which is great, but the risk or the giver society, the one thing they knew in the giver, you watch the giver? Don't even talk to me. I did, but we'll talk about it next time. Is the risk is, okay, well, if I give you the freedom to have free, if I give you the freedom of choice, that's going to subject you to evils. And then obviously, if you watch The Giver, or if you just, you're like, I'm okay with that. And then and you want to go through the path, the valley of the shadow of death. Check out tomorrow's podcast, even though we talked about it already. We're finishing up. The valley of the shadow of death. And then on my own conscious self, I'm going to go through these battles. I'm going to go to God, to heaven, through true spirituality. On my own, it's going to be a journey, not on my own, but for my own. And so I think we definitely live in a world where you are subject to like I said. I mean, when you say devil, I don't think you're going to be ripped out of bed and your head's going to spin around. Once you realize that he can't do that, you do feel more relaxed and comfortable. Yeah. No, and that's why I always compare it. Like people assume, like, especially in scary movies and stuff, right? Like, it's like, oh yeah, you pray to God, you believe in God, but in the way of like, oh, I can't trust not in my own understanding. I know he's always with me. But then with the devil, it's almost like it's always, oh well, like if he comes in, I'll see him and he'll slap me in the face with his claw, and it's like, guess what? Listen to me now. You believe God's always in the room with you. He's always there for you, and he is, and I believe that too. But you know who else I believe is right outside the door, right inside that room, always walking down the path? Your not devilish path. Your path is, I think, is the devil too. Yeah. And so it's that same idea of this veil that both things are there, and it's comforting to know God's there, because what I'm going to get to, with our finishing thoughts, I'll get to. But it's also the reason you got to put on that armor of God. We have an Armor of God podcast, is because it is a battlefield every day. Yeah. And like you said, it's not going to be attacks like, look at these scratches on my back. It's going to be, you start feeling worthless. Right. And it's like, oh wow, like I'm worthless, not realizing this can be. I'm not discrediting any mental health or seeking help, but this can be a spiritual attack on me.
Right.
To drain my energy, to make me feel not good enough, to inhibit me from choosing the path of faith and spirituality. So do you have anything to say for finishing thoughts?
No, the finishing thoughts.
Just hammer it home.
Finishing thoughts, to compare it to a frenemy, a human person who's in your life, or even if it's on the outskirts, are they a bad person? No. Do they come up and hit you over the head with a frying pan? No.
Yeah.
Do they try to burn your house down? No. But when someone says something, they just plant little seeds of doubt in your head, or they make you feel bad. That's how I feel the devil, like putting these little things in your head that make you.
You're gonna wear that,
right?
And it's like, maybe not,
right? So the armor of God is the rejection of negativity about the beautiful person that you are, because you are God's child.
Yeah, facts. So now so what we were saying was, the more you go towards spirituality, the more you're going to be attacked by the devil. And it's like, okay, I don't want to go to spirituality. But when you dive deeper and deeper in spirituality, you are uncovering that veil, is our belief, and you're getting thinner. So like I said earlier, God's always with you. You know that. If you're a Christian and any religion who believes in a higher power, they're always with me. But if you accept the belief that the devil's always there too, then once again, you just need to be conscious of it. You need to put on the armor of God. And here's the thing. Here's why you shouldn't be afraid. If you ever feel like you're being attacked by the devil, listen to me now. All that does is it proves that God, if the devil's in the room, what he just proved to you is that God's in the room.
That's right.
There's not a universe where, it's not a world where the devil can exist but God can't.
Right.
And then with that said, I'd laugh in the devil's face because I'm like, haha, no matter what you do, whatever you can do to me, however strong you are,
right,
God's stronger. It says it right there in black and white. And so be like that part of that is the armor of God. When you are letting the devil give you little attacks and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like I laugh in his face. I say, wow, you are really making my day suck, devil. But guess what? That just like that. Whoa, you're strong, which means that the God is that much stronger.
Right. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about here, folks. Just kidding. That was a dumb joke. All right, guys. But hey, that was our twin podcast.
Yeah. And I hope the twins aren't offended that it turned into the twin/devil podcast. But that's not my fault. That was your fault.
That was my fault. She's the angel. I'm the devil in this twin thing. No.
On his shoulders.
See, but here's the thing about this. It was a twin podcast, and what we talk about. Sometimes there's a bad twin, sometimes there's a good twin in the Bible. And in this twins of the twins, and there's too many words here, and the devil, the twins was the prodigal topic.
Right.
And that's the topic we love. And then we had to talk about the other twin, the devil.
Right.
All right, yeah. So take both of those topics separately or together. I don't know. We'll be back tomorrow with a walk through Thursday. It's going to be good. It's our last one.
Last one. And then the next Thursday, we're going to do actually Treshawn, one of the twins. She has a request for a different Bible verse that we'll start on. That'll be Holy Thursday.
What better day to do it? So yeah, so look out for that. Like, subscribe, and share. If you have a twin, tell them about us. And just keep the message going. Peace!